And I'm going to ask you too, every day you have something to do that requires you to be away from your kids? How many kids are we talking?
2.
2? You left 2 kids with him? What do you have to do, ma'am, that's so important every day that you cannot have your own kids?
I gotta make money, so.
Doing what? What do you do for a living?
Whatever.
Under the strain of everyday life, the partnership fell apart. While Miss Davis feels she's doing enough by watching the children on her days off, Mr. Williams feels overburdened. Their difficulties show how parents without defined duties might become overwhelmed. He wants more practical assistance. She values her work and independence. When there is no consensus, resentment grows until someone declares, "We're done."
Who's living some type of life that I have no idea what it is. She drops her kids off every day and does what she wants to and doesn't leave any money for food or for any kind of things that the kids need. So I need some help financially because she doesn't give me anything. I mean, just me giving my money out of my pocket that I retired with. So I need some help, seriously.
Okay, and where did you retire from?
From the school district.
Okay, how long were you there?
20 years.
Okay, great. Thank you for your service. And thank you for taking in your daughter's kids because they could be a number of places, but thankfully they're with a grandparent. Ma'am, what do you have to say for yourself? First off, let me ask this question. Is what he just said true?
I mean, they
It's a yes or a no. Is what he just said true?
Yes, it's true.
What's wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's just stuff I be needing to do, and I need somebody to watch the kids, so I take them over there.
Every day?
Yes, every day. I don't see the issue.
Excuse me. You all will not address each other. You will address me, okay? And I definitely understand Dad's frustration. And I'm going to ask you too, every day you have something to do that requires you to be away from your kids? How many kids are we talking?
2.
2? You left 2 kids with him? What do you have to do, ma'am, that's so important every day that you cannot have your own kids?
I gotta make money, so.
Doing what? What do you do for a living?
Whatever I need to do, honestly.
Ma'am, what does that even mean?
I do, a little dabble here, a little dabble there, just different stuff.
You know what? You obviously came here to waste my time, and I am.
Mr. Williams now lays out the main problem, which is that he needs financial and other forms of practical assistance in order to raise the kids. As though her 2 days a week should be enough, Ms. Davis seemed taken by surprise. However, child support is a legal instrument to make sure both parents pay for the actual expenses, such as tuition, medical bills, and other expenses. It is not meant to be a form of punishment. Stepping up with regular payments could be the best way for Ms. Davis to demonstrate her commitment as a mother.
The job that you had.
I was a waitress.
Okay, where?
At a club.
Is that what you call it? Waitressing?
Yes, it was waitressing. What else was I doing?
You don't want me to tell you.
I want you to tell me.
She was strolling the streets like a prostitute. I mean, it's like, because they never say it until she dropped the kids off, and then I don't see her for 2 or 3 days.
That's what he heard. He don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Who told him that? The streets?
I guess so. The streets had to tell him. Because
I hear the streets tell the truth, right?
Sometimes.
They talk, right?
The streets talk, but sometimes the streets be lying, and that's what they doing.
Well, I don't think they're lying on you now, ma'am. Every day your kids are with your dad.
When the judge finally turns to face Miss Davis, she appears genuinely taken aback by Mr. Williams's framing of the issue. Only on her days off, she feels like she's fulfilling her role. This is when priorities diverge. Although her rigorous schedule may suit her, it doesn't address who is responsible for the other 5 days. 2 days of work is not enough to create a reasonable co-parenting plan. Miss Davis must do more than simply state, "I do enough," if she hopes the judge will recognize her dedication. Words won't be as effective as tangible acts, such as regular participation and assistance.
Bring it home monthly.
Between $7,000 and $8,000 a month.
All right. And that's all tips?
Yes.
What I am going to do is base your child support on that $7,000 a month. So that would bring your yearly salary to $84,000 a year. Yeah, you can shake your head all you want to, but that's exactly what I'm going to do, ma'am. This is extremely disappointing that you leave your kids every day with your dad and you're not giving him any type of financial support. What are these kids on, they receive any type of government assistance or anything?
She gets food stamps every month.
Oh,
and I
no,
don't see
ma'am.
any.
You get food stamps? Where are the food stamps going?
At my house.
Who lives in your house besides you that need the food? Because your kid's over here with your dad. You don't give him any money from those food stamps?
The court affirms that Mr. Williams is the children's primary caregiver, which frequently leads to the other parent having more financial obligation. Ms. Davis's response implies that she wasn't ready to give up some of her earnings, but that's how these decisions usually work out. The other parent is expected to provide financial support when one parent handles the majority of the day-to-day care. The judge's focus is unwavering. The children's welfare comes first, even if it causes discomfort for either parent, notwithstanding Ms. Davis's perception that this is unfair.
A year, that brings your gross to $7,000, your net to $5,508.87, which will make your child support obligation $1,377. Now, you said that you were receiving, don't look confused, I don't even want to hear
That's
it.
too much. I can't pay that every month.
You were not making those faces when you were out in those streets.
But
so
I
don't
can't-
come in
I
here
can't-
trying to make, don't come in here trying to make those faces. I am not trying to hear it. I've heard enough. And you are in the wrong. Yes, sir.
She has a mandate with her too, so just in case you didn't
You
know.
don't need to
You
tell
know
her who in my house though, Daddy.
You
Like
know
for
what?
real.
Okay.
I'm just telling the truth, it
I
is
mean,
what it
you
is.
sound like
And you're
Daddy
just
telling the truth.
tattletale.
Well, sounds like he needs to tattletale on you. Somebody need to. You are ridiculous right now. Sir,
Yes.
she receives food stamps, so I'm assuming there's some Medicaid or something
Yes.
these kids are getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm going to do is do 9% of that $7,000 for your reimbursement to Medicaid. That comes out to $496. So $1,377 plus the $496 reimbursement to Medicaid, that make your total monthly child support obligation $1,873.
I don't even know men that pay that much money every month. So why I gotta pay that every month? Oh, I guess I need to go make some money in these streets for that.
Okay, well,
Almost
you know what?
$2,000.
That is your business. As long as these streets pay Paw.
The problem of health insurance highlights a typical co-parenting difficulty. Despite having a good income, Ms. Davis has not obtained insurance for the children beyond Medicaid. Considering her financial resources, this could appear to be careless. It raises the question of why she would need government help if she was making six figures. While some could contend that she is ignorant, others might view it as a means of avoiding more expenses. In any case, the judge believes that this is an essential parental responsibility that Ms. Davis cannot ignore.
We're trying to somehow get some more income because she's not giving us really nothing. And we just
You all are just that great of grandparents. Your children want to leave their children with you.
Well, they did such a good job raising me. They might as well.
Excuse me, Ms. Paul. Give me an opportunity to speak with your parents, and I promise you I will come over here to you, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
I think my mama always been jealous of me, honestly. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Sounds like y'all need therapy court instead of support court.
Jealous of her.
That's what she said.
Is that why you went missing for a year and a half?
Yes.
I was taking care of
At 16?
this.
what kind of babies is 16?
You know what? Let's finish this business
Thank you, Judge.
with the
Stay all
child.
up in my business.
Well, you started it, but I'm going to continue it from here, okay? All right.
I believe
Mr.
she
and
don't
Mrs.
have
Paul.
any business since we have her child
Okay.
living with us.
How old is this child?
6 months ago.
Oh, it's a newborn.
Yeah.
Yes.
You left your newborn baby with your parents?
Well, I mean, people make mistakes. And
So
trying to.
he's a mistake.
Wow.
You knew what you were doing.
Ms. Davis is ultimately mandated to pay more than $2,000 each month. She is shocked to admit that she never expected to have such a large financial commitment. The judge's ruling, however, makes it very evident that if one parent is responsible for the majority of the daily tasks, the other must make a commensurate contribution. Even though Ms. Davis may feel that this decision is harsh, it is the legal result of her minimal active participation. The requirements of the children are given precedence above individual justifications by the courts. Judge: whatever became of the party? It is you who is paying $2,570. He should not give you any money because the kids reside with him. Ms. Davis: I'm grateful. Judge: I've rendered my decision. There's nothing else I need to hear. Do you have any inquiries concerning the sum? Ms. Davis: Your Honor, not right now. Judge: All right. Do you have any inquiries? No, ma'am, said Ms. Davis. Judge: You are both dismissed if there is nothing more to say.